Hey, welcome back to Siblingism. We're here in episode 2. We are glad to be here. I'm certainly glad to be here. It took us a bit to get everyone's schedule to line up, but we're here to stay. I'm, of course, Jake, joined by cousins Connor and Hallie and sister Grace. Say hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Good to have you all here. Now, someone tell me what our topic for this week is that we've decided to start on.
I have no idea.
You tell me, Jake.
I wanted to let you all know what it is. I just wanted to lend credit to the one who came up with it, which is Hallie. And I was hoping that she was going to speak up, but then she looked blankly into the camera. There you go. Our shared, that would be our shared paternal grandparents, because our fathers are brothers. That's our connection to each other. So, where should we start? Hallie, I want to hear the story about the expired food.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like a good place to start.
Well, there was one thing in particular. It was like one story with me and Grace, and then I had another issue where expired food came up, but let me just focus on the one with me and Grace, because that was the funniest one. We were being watched by Nana. Maybe our parents were... I don't know if our parents were shopping or if they were out doing their own thing, but we were to eat frozen chicken nuggets. And,
Classic.
I don't remember the dates.
And they were one of those, like... I remember it was like, what was that called? Kids cuisine, I think. It, like, came on, like, a blue tray. And it had, like...
Kids cuisine.
Yeah, dino nuggets. And it came with, like, some other stuff on the...
Pudding and corn.
Yeah, pudding,
probably.
the chocolate pudding. It was so nasty.
Penguin mascot.
I don't remember that.
Nasty.
I thought it was just nuggets.
This was like, you have to understand
expired.
that this was so expired. It was like years old, I feel like.
Was it covered in freezer burn then?
Oh,
It was.
You put those in the freezer.
it was
It,
disgusting.
it tasted terrible. If you know me, you know I hate ketchup. Like, I don't put ketchup on anything. And the only way I could eat those was by absolutely smothering them in ketchup. And I don't even like ketchup.
Nana was like, just
To
drown
just
it in
choke it
ketchup.
down.
Awesome.
No, Nana was
love it.
literally like, because Hallie and I were like, we don't want to eat this. It doesn't taste very good. And she was like, now you're going to eat that because I made that for you and you're not going to waste that. And we were like, please,
It was
no.
so bad.
So it was
Did you
terrible.
not point out the date to her?
She said it would
No,
still
we-
be
Did
fine.
that not cross your mind?
She said it didn't matter that we were going to eat it. This was before Hallie knew that she was gluten-free, too.
Yeah.
Right. I was gonna say this is before the allergy apocalypse.
Yeah, literally. But I just remember us complaining, and I
hysterical.
was like...
That's me as a parent.
It tasted like, the freezer. It was gross. And I was like, how old are these? And then I remember she, like, looked at the date, and she was like, it's frozen. The expiration date shouldn't matter. And it was like,
That's
like,
me.
it was very bad.
For real.
I don't remember how old we were.
That's so good.
And then...
It didn't even taste like chicken nuggets.
Yeah. She had that habit. I don't remember them being, like, kids' cuisine on trays. Were they on trays? Or were they,
Yeah,
like,
I
that
remember. Because I remember the chocolate pudding, too.
brand? Man. Just specifically the nuggets are in my mind. And then, like...
Yeah, I remember the blue tray.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember kids cuisine. There's like a special kind of pudding where you'd mix in the sprinkles and
Yes,
then it would
that's
change
exactly
color.
what I'm talking about. Hold on,
So good.
I'm gotta send this to you.
I could have sworn it was nuggets.
And I think it came with mac and cheese as well.
Put it in the Discord. DM
I was like,
and not
is this
us
the same event? Because they weren't on trays. It was just nuggets for me on a plate
No,
with
I'm gonna
ketchup.
Wait, these? The chat.
Yes.
I just sent it to you.
Yeah.
These?
No, Connor, they just posted that.
I didn't receive anything.
She just sent that.
No,
There you go.
I
Yeah, that's it,
She
man.
texted us.
That's the one. Wait a minute. Is that like modern kid cuisine?
Yeah.
This
Oh my gosh.
That's what I found
Look how
on
they
Google.
massacred my boy.
But
That's not the penguin.
I could have sworn they were orcas. They were like sea life
No,
on a
look
bag.
what I texted you.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw the kid cuisine, but I could have sworn it was just nuggets.
Oh, that's what it's supposed to look like.
I
What
don't
have they
know.
done to the kids' cuisine mascot?
Because they had whales.
Also, I have to say, it's pretty funny. I know that in this context, KC stands for kid cuisine, but it just looks like he's wearing a Kansas jersey.
Yeah.
Because our soccer team's main color is blue. Anyway.
But she had that habit of
Elliot,
keeping
you
it
had
expired.
another.
Sorry.
You had another experience with expired food.
Yeah, like she had a habit of keeping expired food. There was one time when I came over. This was, 17, 16. She had cancer at this point, but she was like, "I have some olives in the fridge for you," and I was like, "Perfect." And I went and found them, and I was like, "You don't have new ones?" Because they were green olives, and there was like white mold growing in the jar, and they were several years expired. And, I thought it'd be like
years.
Yeah, because this was it might have said like 2014, and this was like 2017. I don't know, but
Bro, how does this happen?
it's just she was like, "I bought it for you last time you were here," and it was like it had just been a while. Probably.
That's why.
Maybe, or one of the
That's why
times
you guys,
I'd visited.
never came to visit. It felt like that's so funny.
That's not true. We've got
That's the
flying
perfect way to let your
privileges and
food
came.
expire.
Yeah, when she was sick, we came a lot.
Tell me about the piñata.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know
I don't remember
how
that.
it went down. I just remember we made a blue monster piñata. It was like blue, and
Wait, we made it?
at least I did. I don't
That
know if we
probably
brought
explains why
it.
we couldn't-
Yeah, it like made
It
it
was,
out of
so you're
paper
saying it
mache.
was not store-bought?
No, it was like paper mache.
Interesting. I have no memory of this.
I think it was paper mache. I know I made one. I don't know if
That's what most piñatas are.
I was trying to remember if it was this trip or if I made it for some other party. But I just remember we were like whacking it and it took forever. And like I remember Pops being like, "Hurry up, come on, break it." But
Getting impatient.
yes, classic Pops. Yeah.
Yeah. Grace, do you remember, like, whenever we would go over to Nana and Pops' place, when our parents would come to pick us up or when we would go back, we would, like, tattle and tell our parents every bad word that we heard our grandparents say.
Yep.
It's funny.
So funny. Papa said the S word!
I remember one time I was like, "I'm telling," and Nana was like, "I did not say that. I did not say that." Like she was like, "I said shoot. I said shoot."
Oh, that's so funny.
And I was like, "No, you didn't." And she's like, "Yes, I did."
That sounds like
That's good right there. Comedy gold. Absolute peak. Absolute cinema.
Cinema.
I love that meme.
absolute cinema.
Now,
What's one of my
guys, good
favorite
story.
new memes? All I can remember, or not remember, but like come up with is that one time Nana tried to insist that that sex was normal and a wonderful thing.
Oh my
She like
gosh.
thought she needed to give me the talk, even though I already had it.
Please stop.
I'm not gonna go any further. That's for everyone's benefit.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
Yeah.
I covered Connor's ears for context.
Does that?
But he's wearing over the ear headphones, so it didn't work.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I'm trying to remember other things.
Connor, what about you? You have anything you remember?
The only thing I ever remember from going there is the butter churn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah,
funny.
the butter churn.
My specific memory
I
was
remember
is that
making blue butter.
is that we made butter. I was told I had to eat it, and it tasted terrible.
You
What?
remember
It
the
tasted
manual
good.
labor.
No, man, that was good butter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that butter was great.
Peak butter.
Do you
Okay,
guys
well
remember
maybe
the
it was a
chocolate
bad
butter?
match.
We made it blue.
The bad batch. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I was telling some of my coworkers
We
that
still
like
have that.
how we used to churn butter, and that we dyed it blue, and they were like, "Why would you do that?"
Because we were little kids.
I know, but it probably looked like mold.
True.
That's
Moldy
true. It probably
butter.
did, Grace.
They still have it.
Butter.
Ain't Laura?
We do.
Man, do you remember? We would do that like every year. It would take so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Child labor. Free child labor.
I would want to do it and then
for delicious homemade butter.
I forget how bad it was. Oh, now I'm in the midst of it and it's actually
because
exhausting.
it would it would kill your arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Builds character.
Me, the one with adrenal insufficiency, thinking about, no wonder I could never turn the thing.
He's like, I'm tired. That's funny. But
do you guys remember the time that she made chocolate butter and chocolate bread?
No.
I don't remember that.
It was delicious.
That was... Actually, you two might not have been there, but that was incredible, and I want to relive that delicious bread and butter.
They were both chocolate flavored?
Yeah, like the bread just looked like pumpernickel or, some other brown bread, but you bit into it and it tasted like chocolate.
Latte.
That sounds good.
It was really good.
Mm.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
And the butter, of course, distinctly tasted of butter, but with also chocolate.
Butter plus chocolate.
Yep.
Doesn't chocolate already include butter in the recipe?
Yes. I mean...
Yes. But butter does not include chocolate, unless you make chocolate butter, of course. That is the exception.
Just add more butter to the chocolate.
I've never heard of this until now. Maybe it was when we weren't there.
Well...
I don't know.
That might have been the possible. You know what I miss? I remember we would have, Thanksgiving down there. And, everyone would be there, and it would just be the most wonderful time.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That sounds fun.
And we would do family photos in the living room.
And at the lake outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the deck, the porch deck thing. Remember that one time my dad drew a face on his stomach?
Yes. That's immediately where my mind went.
We still have that somewhere.
He
I'll have to figure out
flashed
where.
his stomach and then took the picture right at that perfect moment. And everyone is laughing, shocked in the picture.
Yeah, because no one was smiling for some reason, or none of us youngsters were. I guess we weren't in the mood.
I think we were smiling, but we weren't into it, we were like, eh.
I don't know. But then Dad came in and he lifted up a shirt, and sure enough, there was a face on his stomach. Good times. Good.
I remembered.
And Bootsy the first.
You'll have to tell the story about
tying
up Grace and then her falling. Wasn't that during a Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah. That was during that.
We weren't there.
I think that was at my parents' house though.
No, it wasn't. It was at the lake. I remember.
Well, it sounds like you remember better than I do. I only remember it in any detail because Dad recently used it in a sermon. So go ahead.
I remember all of the trauma.
Oh, like you didn't cause me any trauma.
Okay. Anyways, that's not the story. So, I remember you had I don't know where you got it from, all of this yarn, and we were hanging out in the kids' room, and you decided it would be funny. I agreed, so not blaming you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you let me do it.
Yeah, but we thought it would be funny if you, completely wrapped me up in, all of this yarn. And it must have been, I don't know, a lot of yarn. Because it was so tight that, I couldn't really walk. I could kind of inch forward. I was standing, stick straight because I was... No, I couldn't crawl. I was standing up, stick straight, and, because I was wrapped in the yarn, I couldn't bend any of my joints, so I was, standing stick straight and just kind of, shuffling my feet. And so I, made my way... After Jake, wrapped me in the yarn, I shuffled out into the living room where our parents were, and I was like, haha, look, guys, I'm wrapped in yarn, and
I'm a mummy.
And as I'm continuing to shuffle to the middle of the living room, I trip or whatever. I don't make it. I fall, and because my hands are wrapped up in my leg. Like, everything is wrapped up. I just completely face plant. I can't catch myself at all. Boom! Onto the hardwood floor, right onto my nose. And I have a terrible bloody nose. There's blood everywhere. And then, like, while this is happening, Nana is, like, pulling the turkey out of the oven. And she's, like, has the turkey, like, halfway out of the oven, and she sees out of the corner of her eye just me on the floor in, like, blood everywhere, and she throws the turkey, and it just goes, it's in one of those, like, like, metal, just kind of, like, disposable pans, and it just goes sliding across the hardwood floor, like, and, the craziest part was that the turkey didn't fall out of the pan or anything. Like, it never touched, the actual turkey never touched the floor.
That's good.
It just, like, slid, it, like, went, flying and then slid across the floor. And so we still ate the turkey, but
I have no memory of this.
That's great that it didn't
it didn't
dirty.
fall over.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was crazy. It's a good Thanksgiving story.
Yeah, that's like quintessential classic turkey fail on Thanksgiving, but not
a full fail
because we were able to eat the turkey.
Turkey was still edible.
Yeah,
which is good.
Turkey was still edible.
Man, that was back when we actually had turkey.
You have ham?
Yeah, I know we haven't had a turkey.
Usually we have ham, or lately we've just been
Chinese
like, oh,
food
let's go get
year.
Chinese. Yeah. Do you guys usually do a turkey over there
for Thanksgiving? Yeah. For the most part, we did turkey breast. We didn't do a whole. Did we? Yeah, we didn't.
I don't think we did a whole turkey.
No, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
If it works, it works. Did you do all the traditional sides like stuffing and cranberry sauce and
add bread,
yams and green beans?
I think we did the yams. I don't know if it's this year. I don't remember.
I love yams.
Stuffing, we don't do
yeah,
that.
your mom has a pretty good yam recipe.
Yeah, with the marshmallows on the top. With the chicken strips.
Nice and crispy. The chicken strips.
No, I was just referencing. Yeah. And then what else? We had like, I don't know if we had those, but there's these really great gluten-free boxed, like a box mix of the Red Lobster biscuits. And they're like cheese biscuits.
Oh, those are good, yeah.
Those are the best biscuits of all time. I hate regular biscuits.
Oh,
even when
man.
I could eat gluten, I hated biscuits. I just don't know. I don't like that taste. But the lobster cheese.
The biscuits that we have.
I love those ones, yeah.
Lobster cheese.
I mean, like, you remember old biscuits, like, that peel, the gluten kind? Whenever you go out to, like,
tear apart.
Yeah, they, like...
Yeah, those ones I don't like. I don't know, like, not those kind of biscuits. Like, I guess at this point I don't even think it would really even qualify as a biscuit, but, like, those, like, small loaves of bread that you, like, get at restaurants.
Yeah, so... Like a roll?
Yeah, a roll.
It's not a biscuit.
Yeah, as I said, I don't think it qualifies as a biscuit anymore. But
yeah, those are good.
Yeah,
really.
A biscuit is just a breakfast roll.
Yeah,
if you think about it.
Yeah,
I'm like, it could be anything we're talking about here: English muffin, French bread.
Yeah, baguette,
croissant.
That's funny. Breadsticks. Croissant.
Jimmy's mom.
Are you going to finish that croissant?
Jimmy's mom. It's funny.
Hang out with your mom.
Why does that sound so good?
Oh, thanks.
That was really accurate.
I try.
That's so funny.
Oh, thank you.
Impression. That makes me want to do my impressions right now.
Let's keep the impressions.
I'd like to be a voice actor someday.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
But you bringing up the biscuits. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Connor turned you off, so I can't see you.
It's not related to our grandparents, but I'll never forget. Grace and Caleb. I came over to our parents' house after work one day, and Grace and Caleb were making Cheddar Bay biscuits from like a home box kit.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And Caleb poured like way too much water into the batter.
Instead of doing 3/4
ruined
cup,
it.
like he did 3 cups.
Yeah.
Instead of 3/4 of a cup.
Yeah, and Grace got so like ridiculously mad at him over these biscuits, and he literally went home with his tail between his legs.
I wanted the biscuits so bad, and he ruined them.
I would have been mad
too. It was rough
too.
though, man. Like I was like, dang, man, you better go home before she cuts your head off.
Oh my gosh.
Man, that's funny.
You were angry, dude.
Something I've always wanted to try was like, it doesn't even have to be biscuits in general. I just want to make some sort of bread using Gatorade as a replacement for water.
Ew. I think red and
like soda bread.
Yeah, have you ever seen memes about this? People have done this, and it produces like red or like blue or purple flavored bread.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, all right. You need to fly your keister down here, and we will make a video of us doing that in my kitchen. I will borrow my mom's stand mixer, and we will make bread.
I would be down for that. Whenever I'm down there next, I would be down to just hang out there for a day and just make Gatorade bread.
And then Grace and I will do our own thing away from the kitchen.
We'll make gluten-free Gatorade bread.
Yeah, there you go. And we can taste test each other's bread.
I know. I'm like, we gotta keep the flour. We gotta keep that airborne flour away. But...
Oh, yeah.
I think that'd be
fun. That's basically like throwing a grenade at you.
Yeah. That's okay. I'll wear a mask.
Oh, man. You wouldn't have been able to survive if you were Link in that. Have you seen that episode of Good Mythical Morning where Jen beans Link in the face with a bag of flour?
Oh my gosh. No, but I think I've seen the like pictures of, after.
Yeah, the clip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's such an iconic moment. And it's especially funny because like him and Jen had a I don't know if it's still going on, but they had like a little rivalry in the lore of GMM.
That's funny.
Man, I miss that show. It's not what it used to be anymore. It doesn't hit the same.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. It's very commercialized.
I will say though, I do listen to an Ear Biscuit still on occasion.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever listened to that.
I have a couple times.
Connor's just like playing with his torch.
I know, the second he got it out, I was like, this is gonna be a distraction for both of us.
I fidget
Connor's
a lot,
got like a Minecraft torch. And he had his chin resting on it, and he was staring off in the distance, and then suddenly the light just comes on.
Yeah.
And it just looked really funny.
It's like, bing.
Oh my gosh, that's too good.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. What else do you want to make and eat? This is an interesting avenue that you've opened.
I didn't know he wanted to do this until this
Tell
now.
me more.
I gotta find that post.
I'm amused. I had no idea Gator bread was a thing.
You've never cooked a day in your life.
Have you seen? Do you guys watch Binging with Babish?
No. Oh, he's
okay. He's a cooking channel, and like at the end of last year, sort of, he did a video where he like reviewed people's personal recipes for stuff they made up, and someone submitted Gator wine, which is Gatorade and wine, and it became this huge meme. It's so funny.
Gator wine?
Maybe I have heard of him and I just don't remember.
Gator wine.
I don't know how good
I was a fool. I thought this would be a bad idea. It's the best bread I've ever made. It's fluffy, it's chewy, it's got a perfectly crisp crust. The only flavor it has is vaguely sweet. I've already eaten the whole... is it like...
What if we just make it gluten-free?
Did they make... Are you supposed to mix it with like sourdough though? Or what kind of bread is this supposed to be?
You just make bread, but you replace water with Gatorade.
I know, but bread's more complicated than you think.
I don't know, a normal loaf of bread. Here's the whole original.
Okay. We're talking about this.
Bread is basically just flour plus yeast plus liquid. Gatorade bread. So, flour, yeast, and Gatorade.
Now I'm hungry.
For Gatorade bread.
No.
I'm hungry for Gatorade bread, dude. That sounds amazing. Can we make Gatorade butter, too?
To go with it.
I would be down.
Chocolate bread and butter.
Yeah, like, move over chocolate. It's time for Gatorade. Like, is that feasible if you use... Because I guess it's just heavy whipping cream is butter, right? So maybe you pour a little Gatorade in there as well before you beat it. I don't know.
And that makes me think
Hard
of
to tell. Hard
Gatorade
to tell.
ice cream or Gatorade sorbet, because that's like a liquid
that sounds
you put
good.
in an ice cream.
Oh, absolutely. Oh,
That sounds kind of fire.
Yeah.
Dude, we could totally. I don't know if it would work with Gatorade, but I can make you guys Yonanas.
Huh.
What?
Do you know what
You have to
Yonanas
explain
are?
what that is.
Do you know what Yonanas are?
No, but it sounds interesting.
So, it's a machine I have, and you put in a frozen fruit in the top, and then what it spits out is the frozen fruit, but it's in the exact, and I mean the exact texture of ice cream. So when you eat it, it feels like you're eating ice cream, but it's really just
Fruit.
Fruit.
That would make me eat
Sounds
more
good
fruit
for
for sure.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. It somehow makes it taste better too. I don't
Gatorade ice
understand
cream?
completely. It's beautiful.
Is it a machine?
Gatorade ice cream? Are you looking that up? It's a machine, yeah.
That's cool. 2
you
ingredient
could do,
Gatorade
like,
ice cream.
Gatorade pops it. What is it? Gatorade and milk?
I don't
It's
know.
on
Good
TikTok.
question.
I don't think I can.
Gatorade
open
and whipping
that,
cream.
so-
Gatorade and ice cream.
I don't know if I would
Ooh.
like that. I
Gatorade
don't
and
know.
vanilla ice cream.
You pour Gatorade into the vanilla.
I've had Gatorade in like over
It-
12
is
years.
is ice cream normally gluten free? Like,
I guess it
Depends.
Inherently
depends
so.
on what brand. And like if it has chunks in it,
Oh, yeah.
usually you'd have to like be careful.
oh yeah.
But a lot of brands are. It's just like for some reason if there's a lot of toppings, sometimes those are. Grace, are you there?
Yeah, you've
Yeah,
got radio
I'm
silent, my
actually
friend.
eating ice cream.
Oh, rub it in, why don't you?
That
I
sounds
will.
so good.
It's
How dare you.
it's a Biscoff ice cream from Andy's called like Cookie Butter Crunch. It's really good.
Dude,
sounds so good.
You have all the right nerve to get in my car and drive over to your house right now
Dude,
so I
it's
can eat
almost
some of
gone.
it.
So
I wish we had an
Dang.
Andy's.
you guys
I
don't have
can't
an
believe you
Andy's
did
there,
that about
really?
me.
No, we just got are getting our first quick trip in Denver.
Yo, quick trip.
I know.
Jeez.
Censor that.
They already said we live
Dude,
last time.
that's a huge state. It's okay.
Yeah, and we don't actually live in Denver, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I just say that because it's the closest
Let's
city.
stay anonymous.
Or the closest big city.
Their address is 35. No, I'm just kidding.
Their address is P. Sherman 42. Yeah.
Walby Way, Sydney. So back on track.
So
Yeah.
close the Gatorade bread tab right now, Connor. It's distracting me.
Oh, you still have it open?
I just closed it.
Churning butter. They have the butter churn. We bought one recently at a vintage market.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh,
I don't know why
nice.
you thought it was gross.
Nice.
Just because it didn't taste like your...
No, I don't remember exactly what it tastes like. Keep in mind, I was maybe like 6. But
Keep in mind, my frontal lobe wasn't developed yet.
no, keep in mind, I've pretty much lost all memory of what it actually tasted like. I just remember being like, no, I don't want to have that. And they were like, you have to have that.
Probably because it was blue.
The blue
You're gonna
dye.
eat it and you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
Your frontal lobe is not there. Your body is living without your frontal lobe. But you will eat this butter. Was that the butter of 87?
Exotic butters. Do you guys remember the Elf microphone?
Arguably.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, the elf mic. I hated that thing so much.
So
I
my
thought you
pop-
loved it.
Wait, what?
Maybe a little at first, but it very, very quickly got old. Like,
I think it was
Less
mainly
than a day.
Hallie and I that liked it.
Wait, what was that?
Okay, it's
Connor, it was this Christmas themed microphone that when you spoke into it, it shifted the pitch of your voice up like 3 octaves or something stupid like that to make it sound like an elf, a quote unquote an elf. But it was way too high to even like. I've heard elf voices that were lower in pitch than what the microphone set your voice to.
Oh, you've heard
Vaguely
elf
And it
remember
also
voices?
played music. Like in media, where when an elf is depicted and then they speak, their
Grace.
voice is not that high pitched.
I'm
the
joking.
like complete nonchalant tone. Oh, you've seen you've heard elves?
Yeah, they live under my bed, and they tell me that I need to sacrifice human lives to them.
They whisper thoughts in his ears.
The
This is
demon
why
with
our
Mr.
told me to
Tumnus.
visit.
What?
I said this is why our cousins won't visit.
That's not true. Mom and I will have to go and leave you if you're doing school.
Yeah, college is unfortunately time-consuming.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
When do you graduate, Connor?
Probably in like...
It's only been 1 year, right?
It's only been what?
He hasn't been in college that long.
Has it been 1 year?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think...
Bro, you don't know when you started college?
No, I'm just double-checking.
I think this is your second. Don't say where you go.
Yeah, I'm not
funny.
saying where I'm going. Nobody...
I think he's actually bringing it up on the monitor right now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I'm
like,
checking
the reflection in my
classes
glasses might... But they're not going to...
Well, I can just see the light on the monitor, too, flickering and changing. Shield analysis complete, bringing it up on the monitor.
Yeah. They've hit the Pentagon! I'm just kidding.
No, this tracks with me being in my third year.
No way.
3 years?
I've gone through, if you count the pre-orientation class, which was really just nothing, I have gone through 11 classes, and it is 6 per year.
So, almost
You're only
2.
taking 6 classes per year?
I'm doing it part-time.
It's like year-round school. It's not the same as... like he does it during the summer.
I don't...
Wait, do you have a job?
Trimesters?
No, I do it during the summer. No, I don't have a job, unfortunately.
Oh, I see.
The dog.
I do all my college online.
Interesting.
He used to have a job.
Used to have a job walking a dog. Dog's gone, unfortunately.
It was my job, and it passed down to him.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Yeah, that got a little dark. Should I cut that out too?
Keep it in.
Constant warning, dead dog.
Oh my gosh.
We can cut that out. Sure, I don't care.
No, I'll leave it in.
I don't know.
Remember.
Oh, the elf microphone. Yeah. What happened to said microphone? I just want to know how it ended. Do you remember?
I think we finally got rid of it eventually.
Pops took it away from us and put it on top of the fridge.
Yeah, there we go.
That definitely happened at least once.
Yes, that's just.
What were you gonna say, Grace?
Yeah, that's how I remember. And then I don't remember ever.
That was like the classic example of like something. If you really hate someone or you want to like be a troll or mean to your friend, get their kid something that like makes a loud annoying sound like a whistle or a noisemaker or an elf mic. That was exactly what that was.
Elf mic.
Except I think who gave that to us? Do you guys remember?
It was to you guys because you had it.
No,
you had it. You had brought it to Fort Scott. So
I think someone gifted it to me and I brought it.
Whoever it was, they hated our parents.
I mean, it is pretty fun.
Man, yeah, but I forgot about that, dude. That's classic right there, man. Well done.
There was another one I had when I was little that was like a little recorder. I think we might have bought one too when we were little, but it was like you can make your voice lower or higher. That. It was like purple on the outside.
Yeah,
yeah. Was it shaped like a megaphone?
I don't know. I remember it being shaped like a rectangular box.
Yeah, ours was a box, but I think I know what you're talking about. One of those. It's like.
Yeah. Okay, so I had one of those. What?
Like, like it also has an. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. The first noise you made, at least over Discord, sounded like a gorilla. Like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay, now he's logged on to school.
Gorilla. Dude, come on, man. What are you doing?
I just saw that I got an email and I was checking.
Dude, what are you doing with your life? Stay out of school, kids.
Stay out of school. It's tough.
Stay out of school, kids. What is it? Stay, I don't remember what. Stay in milk, drink lots of school, don't do sleep, and get at least 8 hours of drugs.
Do drugs, kids.
No. We do not sponsor any behavior like that on this podcast.
That's a joke for everyone.
We don't actually endorse the doing of drugs by minors. Oh, have you seen that video where it's like an obviously like full-grown man with a beard? He's dressed up in like coveralls and he's got like soot on his face and on his clothing, and he's wearing a hard hat, and he's like, "Hey man, I left my." He like goes up to someone and like the victim of the prank, and he's like, "Hey man, I left my ID at home. If I hand you this money, will you go in there and buy me a beer?" And then they do it, and then someone else comes up and is like, "Did you just buy beer for a minor?"
Oh yeah.
The joke though is that he's like a coal miner, not a kid. It's good stuff.
Man.
You know, what do you get if you drop a piano down a mine shaft? A flat minor.
A flat minor. Ah.
But ching. You remember that?
Yeah, 2 drums and a cymbal.
I would do it
here,
wrong. I would do it wrong on purpose, and Jacob would get mad about it. You know, because it's
I think you're talking about.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Is it record that?
Is that muted? There we go.
It played it twice.
I can record that now. I'm using the soundboard on Discord to. I have the.
Oh yeah, there's a soundboard.
Comedy.
Where's the soundboard?
That's called a comedy sting technically, and I'm playing it right now.
Does it record into the audio though?
No, it
it's
doesn't.
not recording
so they're
Discord
not hearing
audio.
anything. That's the funny part.
You can just cut that out.
From what I'm aware, that
I can't hear what Grace is saying. She just say?
I said he could just cut this part out.
Yeah, I probably will.
as far
Or
as
else people will be confused.
Yeah.
as far as I'm aware, that drum sound is called 2 drums and a cymbal fall off a cliff.
No, that's just a joke. Because that's supposed to be... That is the sound that occurs when that happens. Tom Scott actually made a video on it where he says... He literally opens the video by saying, 2 drums and a cymbal fall off a cliff. And then behind him is he's at the base of a cliff. And then he's got a friend on the top of the cliff who throws off 2 drums and a cymbal. And when they hit the ground, it sounds like that. And
Which
then
means
that's
it
the
works!
video.
Tom Scott?
Yep. That's exactly why he made... No, not Tom Scott. Tom Scott.
I was like, is that another Scott?
No, actually, but he did collaborate with Tom Scott to make a Who's the Best Tom video. So, there you go. There's crossover. And they're both British.
I'm just zoning out.
What are you looking
I'm just
at?
zoning out. I'm trying to think of things to talk
Well,
about.
I'm freaking carrying this conversation, gosh dang
We
it.
don't know what to talk about.
What's
trying
new
to
in your
think of-
life?
Grandparent conversations.
I'm tired.
Okay, you don't have to focus on that. Just talk about whatever, man. That was kind of our starting point of the conversation, but we don't have to talk about that the whole time.
You guys watch Severance?
Yep.
The
Yes.
best
Yes, I
TV
do.
show of our
And I love it.
generation.
Have you guys finished episode 2, season 2?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, it's so good.
So very
I'm
good.
like, it's killing me that they come out weekly though.
I know.
Oh, absolutely.
We like went to watch
Like,
it.
I want to just binge it.
Same.
Yeah, I just want to binge it all.
So, in the first episode of season 2, do you think that's Helly or Helena?
I don't. I kind of
is
have a
she
hunch
her
that
Annie
it's
or her
Helena,
Outie?
but I don't know because they didn't show her in the
Yeah.
elevator.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's her Outie.
Yeah, I was...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did that on purpose because it's her
Yeah,
Outie.
I was thinking about that because she feels almost completely different in that first episode.
Or they're trying to make her seem like or like make us think that it's.
Yeah, I don't know. Either she's an Outie or it's a misdirect. But I do want to call out, there's a moment where she sits down at her desk and she goes to turn on her computer, and the Annie would know exactly where that power switch is, but she reaches back there, she kind of gropes for it. She's looking for it. She doesn't know exactly where it is, and then eventually she finds it, flicks it on.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
And this all happens in like the span of a second, though. It's very quick.
Also, spoilers for Severance, I guess.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, welcome to the Severance cast, where we only talk about Severance.
Yeah. I've been
Yeah,
listening to
also,
theories so much. There's so many good ones. What, Grace?
Uh-huh.
Like, it would make sense that it would be her, her Outie, because, like, when in the second episode where she's, like, kept rewatching the clip of them kissing, like, she obviously is like, man, my Annie has a more exciting life than I do.
Yeah.
So it would
Yeah,
make sense
yeah.
that, like, she wants to go and be with Mark S.
Well, I think that she's in there to figure out what they know. I think she's...
So I think it's a little bit of both, though.
Conducting espionage.
I watched somebody
Yeah, well, probably.
dissect the intro, like the new intro to you guys, because there's so many good hidden things. There's just so many things. Everything is intentional in the show. Like, we rewatched it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We rewatched it, and Cobell's, like, trying to get Mark in another wellness session to, like, kind of test him out, like, with Miss Casey. It seems like she's trying to get him to remember with the candle, and, she's like, Casey's like, sculpt how you feel with this clay. And he sculpts a tree, which is literally, like, where his wife died in a car wreck. So he's obviously, like...
Yeah, I just rewatched it, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I, like, didn't realize that
I noticed so much more when I rewatched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
And, like, there's so many cool... It's, like, the most well-written and there's just so many good things.
Dude, oh my gosh, that scene and I think it was in Friday's episode yesterday's episode, where Helena is walking in the building to the left, and the camera is tracked on her, so she's staying in the middle of the screen, and the building is just moving to the right. It was like I was watching gameplay of a 2D platform. It was incredible.
Yeah, and it directly, like, parallels how they walk in, like, the intro in the maze, like, basement.
The whole
in the
maze
beginning.
segment.
Yeah, you gotta watch that video I sent you. They, like, talk about the rooms I was really freaked out by that random guy in the background. I cannot state that enough. Like, that random guy that was just behind Mark in the first episode. That was, like, the most scared I'd felt watching the show ever. I was like,
there's a dude.
There's a dude.
Why are you a child? Because of when I was born.
There's a theory that is Mark and Casey's daughter. And I was like, because they couldn't have kids.
I saw that, but she's...
That doesn't...
She would be, like, too old, don't you... Right? Like...
Yeah, she seems a little old for... Like, I'm pretty sure that actress is, like, 18.
She looks like 12.
Looks like she's 12.
Yeah.
I mean, even if she was 12, though, that's still too old to be there.
That's still too old, yeah.
Like...
I don't know.
No, because they probably would have only years.
If she's like Boba Fett and was grown in a test tube, theoretically.
Oh my god.
No, he.
Oh, I suppose
it could be It could work out. I don't know. I don't know if I believe it. I was just saying that's
film
interesting.
theory.
Yeah, it's just a theory.
Is Lumen run by Kaminoans?
Yeah. Film theory
from Star Wars
Lumen in the Star Wars universe. That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I also kind of enjoyed Skeleton Crew. It was okay.
Oh, what was the thing I said?
You know what? I haven't watched that.
What is it? At the end of the first episode, they talk about installing, like, a family visitation room.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I immediately called that they are going to be actors and not family.
Oh, I could see that happening, yeah.
They will not be allowed to see their family.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a twisted game right there, man.
There's just so many things messed up. I'm trying to remember what else I thought of. So many interesting... But you gotta watch the video. It's cool because they directly try to do an intro. They directly try to do...
Wow. Didn't send it to me. It's whatever.
What? You're in the group chat?
Didn't you put it in the group chat?
Yeah. You were probably at work.
Oh, that from the other day. Okay, from the other day. Was it today or the other day?
It was the other day. Okay. I've watched that like twice.
Should I change my channel name to Mr. Milkshake?
That guy just infuriates me beyond.
Yeah. Did you guys look at the Lexington
I didn't hear you.
Mr. Milkshake.
Mr. Milkshake.
Mr. Milkshake is so frustrating. I hate how robotic he is.
He's so good, yeah.
He's a good actor.
I love him.
He could be a clone.
Yeah, that speaks to how good of an actor.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I don't have anything against the actor. He is doing his job perfectly. But boy, is the character so annoying.
Yeah. I was gonna say, have you guys read or heard about the Lexington? It's like the...
I think you sent that to me last year.
I sent it to you last year, yeah. I should send it to the group chat again. But I'll send you somebody... a video essay going over it so you don't have to read it, but Ben Stiller wrote like a mini book, tiny essay that takes place in the same universe but not the same people, and it's like the story of how somebody like tried to hack the code system to like talk to their Audi and like made contact, and it also like tries to connect the dots between what they're actually doing with all the microdata refinement numbers, like what's it actually doing in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was pretty interesting. What?
Just the fact that this has descended into Severance podcast. I'm all for it though, because I love that show.
I'm like thinking of the show constantly.
Yeah,
like, I'm obsessed with the theory.
Yeah, the theme song, the discordant notes are just stuck in my head forever.
I'm literally singing it in my head right now.
Yes. I watched a bunch of the videos from this one. I'm like, should I name drop his? I don't know, but they're really good.
You can if you want to.
This channel is sponsored by.
Okay.
Yeah, Squarespace.
No, man, I wish.
I'm like, where's the video?
Oh my gosh.
I watched them like debunk their own, like the actors debunk the fan theories on like a Vanity Fair interview or something.
I think I saw like a clip of that.
That's really cool.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I've heard a lot about that video. Do you guys watch Wallace and Gromit?
Yes.
Oh, did you see the new movie?
Wait, there's some new.
I watched it last night.
Yes.
Yeah, Grace. They released a new movie like at the very, very end, like December 20-something of last year, and then it just went to streaming on the 3rd of this month. It's called Vengeance Most Foul. It sees the return of the penguin Feathers McGraw.
It's so funny.
It's pretty good.
I do not remember like.
Oh yeah, you'll have to rewatch all the old stuff, man. Yeah, because they all call back to each other.
Yeah, true.
Oh, there's your text. Got it.
It's cool. It's interesting that he wrote a whole thing.
I love all the visual gags that they put in their media.
Wallace and Gromit?
I'm a sucker for a good visual gag. Yeah.
Like what? Like, give me an example.
So, at the end of Curse of the Were-Rabbit, after Wallace is cured and he turns back into a human, obviously the Were-Rabbit didn't wear clothes, so he's naked, and Gromit very hastily hands him a box, like a. They're at like a vegetable thing, a vegetable fair, something or other, celebration.
Yeah. And
he hands him like a veggie box, and there's a little sticker on it that says may contain nuts.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's funny. And there's one there they're like, the moon, and then like he's swinging with his butt hanging out like in the sky.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
It's like a pun.
The whole bit where the friar's like, in order to defeat a were-rabbit, you'll need a bullet. A bullet. That whole exchange.
I don't remember.
Too good.
What is gold bullet?
Isn't it a carrot?
Golden, yeah, he says a bullet, and then he's like, specifically a bullet made of gold.
Yeah. We need to rewatch it.
And
yeah, I would be down to do that after this.
And just watching all of his wacky contraptions, like every time there's a new installment in the franchise, we can see a new way for him to get himself out of bed in the morning. It's a 10 out of 10.
Yes. That was funny.
I don't want to spoil anything from the new movie, but it's just great. I recommend it, Grace. There's a lot of good emotion right at the end too.
Shrimp on the barbie.
Yeah, Grace, are you okay over there?
What? What?
Are you okay over there?
Yeah, I was zoning out because I didn't know what you guys.
Jacob's like explaining it for you, and like.
Why do I even try? Do you want me to edit this out too, or can I keep you zoning out in?
I don't care about that.
Okay, I'll keep it in. Well, I don't know. Anyway, why don't we try I'd like to try a new segment I had an idea for. If you guys are willing to, if you guys are okay with that.
Let's see how it goes.
Okay, so a lot of podcasts, shows like this that we're doing right now, they'll have like a relationship advice type segment or something like that, and I figured we could try that because our own little spin on this is Grace is the only one of us currently in a successful relationship. She's happily married, and the other three of us are very single. So
throw us in the bus.
I think there's. I'm single too. I'm not like leaving you to hanging you to dry. I'm probably more single than both of you. Anyway, I figured maybe we could look at some stuff on Reddit and react to it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Hopefully. Oh man, why is the page taking so long to load? Oh no. Oh, it's unfortunate. Dang. Okay, here we go. I think this one has potential. I'm trying to like make sure it's not too inappropriate. All right, so my male 38 girlfriend, female 29 of 6 months, saw a friend of her ex's and told me to walk separately. What would you do? I dated this girl for 6 months. She has a child with her ex. They were together for 10 years, and they share custody of the child. She told me that she broke up with her ex because he would randomly cheat on her throughout their 10-year relationship, and she did not love him anymore. He's still chasing after her and trying to get her to move back in with him and have a second child. She wants a family and to be a stay-at-home mom. We were walking on the street with her and her daughter, sorry, I messed that up. We were walking on the street with her and her daughter, and then someone got out of a parked car. My girlfriend suddenly started walking faster and said, I know this person, so we will be walking separately now. I felt so humiliated because I treat her and her daughter so well and did not feel like I should be hidden like some side piece. And then I thought about it for a bit, and I just told her that I feel like going home and left. She started texting me saying that it was the best friend of her ex and she did not want him being told about me because her ex owes her money. Then she said I was being selfish and not understanding of her situation and that she was afraid of her ex withholding money from her daughter because she does not make enough to support the both on her own. My take is that she wants to seem available to him so that he does not stop chasing after her, and gives her resources. It also tells me that I'm not a huge priority in her life, and if she could just throw me under the bus like that without considering how it would make me feel. Any advice would be appreciated. Now, to be clear, we're not actually responding to this, we're just reacting.
That
Break
is
up.
the situation in which I
Grace,
would have no thoughts on.
What do you have to say, Grace? Break up?
Yeah, break up.
Honestly,
Immediate breakup? That's unforgivable?
I got a little.
I would get out of that situation because that sounds like a situation that I just don't want to have to think about complicated things like that. I don't want to have to deal with anything like that. So I would just get out of that situation.
Yeah,
I'm right there with you.
So complicated, it was confusing. Break up.
I was like, wait a second.
Top comment. You should have walked separately and they just kept on walking. I agree. Everyone's basically telling them to break up. Although that's kind of the default response on Reddit is break up / divorce. So that's unfortunate. Let's see.
Complicated situation.
Okay.
I mean, not really. Like if they had kids together, it would be different. But they don't have kids together they're not married. So break up and spare yourself the divorce.
Yeah, she seems like she's gonna cause issues later down the line. This girlfriend.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want any part of that.
Is this the one that cheats a lot?
No, her ex was the cheater, according to her.
Cheater's gonna get cheated on.
I guess I don't have any experience with cheating, and I don't plan to cheat on anyone anytime soon. So, okay, here's another one. Oh, my camera's back. It's
Frozen.
just like clipping in and out. I don't know what's happening. So here we go. Ready? My 24 female boyfriend, 28 male, won't stop peeing in my shower. How do I get him to stop? Throw away because it's really embarrassing. Fair enough. So I have been spending a lot more time at my boyfriend's place. The problem started with him leaving a mess in the bathroom after using it. The first time I brought this up, I explained how disgusting it is that he doesn't clean up after himself, and he apologized. It hasn't been that much of an issue anymore, besides the general smell of pee every now and then. Most recently, he's been peeing in the shower, which I wouldn't have a problem with because ultimately it's his shower, not mine. My issue is that he pees in my shower now too, which is kind of gross, but whatever, I could have looked past it. But the thing is, he doesn't pee while he showers to let the soap and water wash it away. He pees as he's done bathing and just leaves it there? I have no idea what goes through his head when he does this, and I brought it up so many times. But he doesn't seem to want to listen. It upsets me to have to clean up his pee every time he uses my shower. The other night he did it again, and I was so angry that I ended up shouting at him, which is out of character for me. And his reasoning was, why are you freaked out? To make matters worse, my bathroom is quite small, so the shower is literally right next to the toilet. So close that someone with good aim could literally pee in the toilet while standing in the shower. I've been contemplating if I should just stop inviting him over to show him how serious this is, but I don't want to have to blackmail him for him to take it seriously. I have no idea what to do. Break up?
This sounds like the making of a...
Yeah, first of all, I don't know how... I have to assume that her shower is messed up in some way, because generally speaking, liquid is not supposed to collect in your shower. Even if you wait till you're done showering to pee, it should still naturally flow into the drain.
Well, it doesn't matter, like, if...
Not that justifies him doing what he's doing.
No,
it's unacceptable.
If you peed in the shower once the shower was, like, off, it's gonna smell like pee. Like, that's like you're not... You know, when you go in the toilet, you flush it and the water sucks it down and, like, cleans it out. But if you just... It's no different than, like, if a cat peed in the shower. Like, it would stink. It would leave a residue.
Yeah, and, like, sometimes there's, like, textured floor that the liquid catches in.
Right.
And doesn't drain all the way.
That is true.
Even it just dries there. It doesn't drain. It just dries that thin layer.
Yeah, that's
so
nasty.
Yeah, that's like...
Psychopath.
Evaluate, like, priorities there. If he's that good of a guy.
If that man is going to end up murdering you. Get rid of him now.
Yeah.
Yep, you're basically echoing what's in the comments. I'd like to... Let's see here. I'm changing the search algorithm up again. Let's see here. What is this? Okay. How many more of these do you want to do? Are you guys liking what we're doing so far?
That last one was better than the first one for me to be like, oh, I can get an opinion real quick on this.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
What do you have for dinner there, buddy?
Oh yeah, I see the food.
Like,
is that chicken nuggets?
No,
I see a plate of food.
Pork, Fritos.
Looks
grapes.
good. What is it?
Yeah,
Dad.
It's called
grapes. I could go for a grape.
Dad smoked some. I'm having a baked potato.
Ooh.
Yum.
I know. I'm like, we haven't eaten yet. It's almost 8.
Yeah, you go ahead and eat.
I'm like, while you read the story, that'll give me a good exit to chew the caramel.
Hey, you know what? That's fair. I'll keep right on doing it then. Here we go. I've got another one for you, and I think you're gonna like this. My 26 female boyfriend, 30 male, got me Pokemon for Christmas, and I can't let it go. Do I call it quits or work it out? For context, my boyfriend and I have been together for 3 years. Since I've known him, he's always loved Pokemon. Personally, I have no interest, but as his partner, I encourage his hobbies and support him. I need to zoom this in a bit. I'm old. There we go. This past Christmas, we had a few brief conversations about Christmas budgets and have mentioned to each other things we've been wanting. I knew Pokemon packs were at the top of his list, so I made sure to get him some. Very sweet of her. I mentioned wanting a few beauty products and a specific hoodie. That's pretty easy. When she tells you straight up what to get you, you've got it in the bag, my guy. I don't know how you could have screwed this up. Well, Christmas comes around, and to my surprise, I open my gifts. The first one was a pack of Pokemon cards. Okay, whatever. The next one was a booster box of Pokemon cards. I stop and ask him if he's joking, because this must be a joke, right? Well, he smirks and tells me to keep going. I open my next gift. It was another booster box of Pokemon cards. He was full of excitement while I opened, quote-unquote, my gifts. That's it. Those were my gifts, my 3 gifts. And I am not and never have been interested in Pokemon. After this, I told him I needed a moment to myself. I went to our bedroom and took a moment to gather my thoughts and lower my temper. That's very wise to do. I appreciate that. Wise. When I came back to the living room there he was on the floor. Both booster backs and the pack of cards he got me were opened and sprawled across the floor. I was in shock. Not only did he get me gifts that I didn't want, but he actually got them for himself and tried to play it off. I have been trying to move past this as I did not want to seem ungrateful, but I just can't believe he would do something like this. Every time I've tried to bring it up, he's told me how expensive those booster boxes were and how I made him feel bad for not appreciating my gifts. Am I being ungrateful, or is he just a jerk?
This is another psycho.
Classic gaslighting. He's the worst.
Classic gaslighting,
girl.
This is another psycho.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
Selfish.
I know people who get gifts, so it's like for both of us kind of thing. But the fact that, like,
Just
he
for one
opened
of
it
you.
while she was gone, you know, that just makes it
That's like another, yeah.
strike.
No, there are people in the comments comparing him to Homer Simpson, because there's an episode of The Simpsons where Homer doesn't listen to Marge and gets her a bowling ball, even though he's the one that loves bowling.
Yeah, it's like,
Classic.
especially if she's already told him things, like, you can get me this, or this.
Yeah, that's...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
And he's 30?
No. Apparently.
Man-child.
Man-child. Couldn't have put it better myself there, Grace. Couldn't have put it better myself.
Man.
Shall we continue on? Okay.
Maybe like a few more, and then...
Yeah, all right. Boots, come here. Boots. I'm just trying to, like, make sure these are all okay. Hold on. No, that's not.
Oh, yeah, self-insert.
Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Hallie, I think you'll like this one. Bootsy is back on my lap. Hey, buddy. Hey, get off my headphone cable, please. You are all over the place right now. You're cute, but you're not. You're gonna mess everything up. Okay. Oh, hang on. This is an update. I need to open the original post. All right. Cool. We have an update, so we'll know how they reacted. The guy, 22 male, that I, 21 female, am dating is learning ASL for my brother, but my friends think it's creepy. How do I proceed with this? Throwaway, because my regular account has personal info. Okay, yeah. I met John in a college class last semester. He's overall a great guy, and he's very respectful and kind. He also has a great sense of humor, and we have lots of similar interests. We've been friends since then, and we started dating this July. This was posted a couple months back. He's the first person I've ever dated in my life. Aw. Last September, he met my family when I visited home for my brother's birthday. My brother, 19, male, has been deaf since birth, so my home family communicates with him either through sign language, lip reading, or through text. During our small celebration at home, it was clear that my parents liked John. He was very charming, funny, and respectful. He even tried to connect with Trev by typing some of his jokes for Trev to read, although my brother could read his lips as well. Whenever ever John would tell a story, either I or my parents were signed for Trev. Stop, Boots. My parents said that they're happy I found a sweet and caring guy in John. Of course, I'm glad to hear this. Before we went back, John and Trev had a quick Call of Duty gaming session. For someone with Trev's condition, he's really talkative and expressive and likes to communicate a lot, especially when gaming. Now, of course, he could not outright trash talk, but he does the closest thing with his hands. So we're in there in Trev's room with John and Trev playing while I was translating for them. I was laughing way too hard. This is kind of long because Trev was trying his best to trash talk John, like saying he's weak and stuff, but he's also trying to use the controller, and I'm trying to tone it down for John to translate. Meanwhile, I'm also translating what John is saying. They're all having a good time. I'm going to skip to the end of this paragraph. They got along really well, and they've been having some online gaming sessions since then. 2 weeks ago, John visited home along with me again for my mom's birthday. Then he surprised everyone, including me, by communicating with Trev via ASL. John was still at the alphabets, some basic words, and some rehearsed phrases, but we were all delighted that he even made the effort. Trev's face lit up, and I've never seen him happier having a new long-term friend with low communication barriers. Apparently, John had been watching some YouTube tutorials and got a free subscription to Skillshare to learn ASL. Well, there you go. The two of them continued to game. Let's see here. Trev is having a great time. They're a lot more comfortable with trash talking. Let's see. And since then, John has been religiously learning ASL, and he's making a lot of progress. I was so happy with this, so I told my close friend group from high school. However, most of my friends, especially my closest guy friend, told me that what John was doing was a red flag because it could be a form of obsession and emotional manipulation. He also said it was creepy because John's becoming too attached to my family when we've been only dating for about 5 months. He also said that John might only be doing it so he can get laid or something. I know there's some validity to what my friend said. Oh, man. But I'm not really convinced. John has been wonderful and sincere the entire time, and I know it's naive to say this because this is my first ever relationship, but I can see this becoming long-term. We haven't hooked up yet because I told him I wasn't ready yet, and he never pressured me to do it. However, is his behavior something I should really be concerned about? Again, I don't have any experience with dating and relationships, so I don't know if this is something that's truly concerning. My friends are pushing for me to break up with him, but I'm not sure. How do I proceed?
What?
He sounds
That is the post.
Nice.
It sounds like he's just being a genuine person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, he's just showing that he's serious about her.
Precisely.
Maybe, I mean...
If anything, it sounds like you have bad friends and you should stop talking to the friends.
I guess I don't know how his attitude about
That
things.
is what the comments are saying.
Yeah. Like, there are things...
Top comment, your friends are thieves of joy.
Yeah, like, even if they don't work out,
Yeah.
at least her brother gets a new friend.
Yeah, I think that one guy is trying to drive a wedge between them. I think he likes her. This is clearly a beautiful and wonderful thing. But she posted an update, so let's take a looky here.
Wait, is Grace still...
Let's see. First up, Grace, are
Yes.
you awake? Okay. First off, I wanted to thank everyone who gave me their insights in the original post. Yada, yada, yada. To begin, many Redditors said that my high school friends are conniving, untrustworthy, and ableist people who never bothered learning ASL despite knowing me for a long time.
Yeah.
I take accountability for this. I'm not saying they're blameless, but it's not entirely their fault. For some context, our family moved to our area when I was a senior year of high school due to my dad's job. Okay, it's a lot of exposition here. They're not exactly saints, but they helped me survive my senior year in one piece. Because they took me in after we got grouped together for a school project. So she was the new girl, and they took her in. Okay, I could understand why she feels so close to them. They were fun to hang out with, and they were the support I needed when I was struggling. Also, during that time, my brother was having an especially hard time adjusting, and my friends never really saw Trev a lot. Let's see. Usually when my friends came over, he either locked himself in his room or went to a different area of the house with his tutor and never really interacted with us. And whenever he did come out, he'd be very shy and awkward. So, yeah, there's that. Okay, the update. My friend group had our year-ender party, and I decided to bring John along to meet the rest of my friends. Ooh, here we go. My other friend in the group also brought his girlfriend, so this wasn't really weird. Others have done so in the past as well. Okay. Let's see. Initially, there was some tension and awkwardness from my friend group toward John. They were a bit cold, and they were throwing some harsh remarks toward him. Eventually, though, they all warmed up to him, and they were actually pleasantly surprised by his personality. We all got along well, and we all even had fun in our games. However, I could tell there was still awkward tension coming from Mike. I think Mike is the friend. Yeah, Mike is the close guy friend that was pushing for her insisting that it was a red flag.
Highly suspect.
He was throwing meaner jokes than usual, and kind of isolating himself. So, the day after the party, I had lunch with my closest girlfriend, closest girlfriend, Sophie, to clear the air, because I could tell that they could also sense something was off. A lot of Redditors speculated that Mike had a crush on me and was jealous of John. You were correct. Yeah, it's a lot more complicated than that. Oh, he has had a crush on me since our senior year of high school. However, he's known in our school as a notorious ladies' man and had a new girl with him almost every month. This got exponentially worse during college. He had different hookups almost every night, and okay. That escalated quickly. What I didn't know was that the entire time he had been making up fake stories about me and him. So apparently Mike and I had a pact that if we're both single when we're 30, we get married. Wow, okay.
Cut ties with this guy immediately.
Yeah.
Seems like a toxic guy.
John and Trev's relationship is still strong. Ooh, they played D&D together. Heck yeah, dude. Team John. Hashtag Team John. Yeah. Also, I met John's family for the first time. Very fun. Interesting.
The other guy sounds like a psycho.
Yeah.
There's always a psycho.
Ooh. Everyone agreed to kick Mike out of the friend group. Hey, that's good. It all worked out in the end.
Banished from the group.
Sent to the Shadow Realm.
You're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
You're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo. We all make mistakes in the heat of passion, Jimbo.
Man.
I love those memes so much.
Yeah, I'm like, people learn the second they meet someone that they're going to see again. So a lot of people will do that and fairly early on, like just so you know, greetings and things like that.
Yeah, it's like the bear.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad they're friends.
What do you guys think? One more?
Sure.
All right. One more and then we'll close this episode out. How do I, 20 male, tell my 20 female partner that her brain rot is making her less attractive? I think this type of humor can be funny once in a while, and I understand that it's a part of the culture of people of our age. However, her vocabulary, I really got to zoom in. I'm so old. I feel wrinkly and disgustingly old. Anyway, however, her vocabulary is full of just straight up brain rot to the point where it doesn't feel like just a joke anymore. Everything is endearing during the honeymoon phase, so I used to frequently joke back to her, but now it's hard to find Sigma or Hawk Tua attractive, you know? It's gotten to the point where I cannot have a single conversation with her, in person or over text, where this type of language is not involved. I know this sounds so idiotic, but it genuinely turns me off when I try to have a normal, mature conversation, but she responds with just brain rot. The thing is, she can be serious when needed, and occasionally we'll have a good conversation. These are the moments that I look forward to, where I don't feel like I'm talking to an immature high school boy stuck in the body of an attractive woman. It's beginning to affect all facets of our life, and let's see here. I feel guilty for how I feel, considering she shows me nothing but love and support. I love her so much, but this is the one thing I cannot get over. I just don't know how to approach the subject to her because I don't want to hurt her feelings or make her feel self-conscious around me. I always try to reassure her when she's insecure, so I feel terrible bringing this up to her for fear of making her more insecure. She's a genuinely sweet, funny person, but the brain rot has gotten to be just too much for an adult. Sorry for my overusage of brain rot. Lol, make that 9 times. I'm referring to the common terms frequently used on TikTok and other social media platforms. Example, XYZ happened. Her, you've got to be rizzing me. Yeah, that's pretty cringe. I understand the humor, and I also use it from time to time, but I think it's hard to not get tired of something after excessive usage.
Yeah.
I will have a conversation with her about it soon, and I realize my fault in this for not communicating clearly to her. Guess I was just concerned about making her feel less than and damaging her self-esteem. Thank you for your advice.
Yeah, that doesn't sound necessarily like breakup material. That doesn't sound like the other person is crazy. That doesn't sound like the other person is. That just sounds like the other person
needs
to
talk.
Not use TikTok for 6 months straight.
That should be easy considering it just got banned.
Yeah.
It's already back.
It's
dang it.
Still there though if you never delete it.
It was like a 14-hour ban.
That sucks. No. Someone said instead of a swear jar, make a skibbity jar.
Oh,
I'm all for it.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
They just need to communicate.
Because maybe she thinks that it's impressing
Communication.
Maybe she's like, oh, he thinks it's funny, I'm sure. But, maybe it's clear.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like... That's a problem that can be solved.
I've definitely been in her place, though.
That's pretty funny, though.
What are you reading?
Oh, the comments are so funny. It's hard being a Gen Z woman. Men want our Hawk Tua and our W Riz, but they don't want the parts of us from Ohio that made each of us uniquely skibbity.
See, I'm like,
do not use that word.
That hurt.
What, Skibbity, Ohio?
Oh, I freaking hate the skibbity meme.
I don't even know
you
the
can't
origin.
handle
And
the
on that
note. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait a minute. One more. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay, alright. This last one's kind of crazy. My husband, 29 male, keeps calling me, 29 female, a dog murderer.
Ooh. What?
Wait, what?
Trigger warning, dog death, and mention of suicide. Well, I'll filter this. 7 years ago, I got a call from my husband at work saying he needed his headphones and asked me to come drop them off for him at work. I brought his dog along with me to say hi. I rolled down the window so our dog could smell outside. Okay. At a stoplight, he saw a family walking by and jumped out of the window and got hit by multiple cars.
Aww.
I rushed him to the vet ER, but he passed away on site. That's unfortunate. It was extremely traumatizing for me, and I was diagnosed with PTSD. He only outwardly blamed me for his dog's death once after it happened. It's coming back up and it's nearly an everyday thing where he calls me a dog killer. It's not. Not like he's processing through therapy. He never has. So it's not like it's coming back up there. This is out of the blue. He keeps talking to our current dog, saying things like, "Don't go in the car with mom, she'll kill you." He does stuff like this all the time. blaming me for losing his things, his mental health, financial situations. We know he needs therapy, but when he went for a year, he wouldn't talk to the doctor. I'm so tired of him breaking me down, but he's my husband. Is this a deal breaker? I feel like this is something you'd get a divorce over, but he's also told me that I'm the only thing keeping him alive. Oh no. He'd likely end it if I left him.
Oh my gosh.
Should I leave him or try to work this out with him?
Ugh.
Good night.
Both options are bad.
Run, woman. Run.
It's like,
well, he needs help.
Yeah.
This is file like no. Don't see a therapist. See a psych ward.
But sounds like he needs help if he's upset at her. Like, or what is she doing?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know. He's obviously got a grudge against her.
Yeah, either he's manipulating her in the worst way possible, or he actually needs intervention.
Yeah, resentment.
That's horrible.
That would traumatize me too if I were her, though. I wouldn't be able to deal with that.
Watching your dog get hit by multiple cars. Yeah. No coming back from that. No cap.
Bro.
Sorry.
You're like...
Okay.
There you go again. There's the slang.
Okay, on that note, let us draw this episode to its conclusion. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you if you've stayed this whole time and you didn't leave in the middle of the Skibbity Ohio brain rot. If you did stick around, maybe it'll do you good to subscribe if you already haven't, because if you like this enough to stick around the whole time, you will probably like the rest of what's on my channel.
Hey guys.
Stay tuned for more coming out soon, hopefully. We're gonna try to make this a monthly show, but schedules are a thing. And man, if I thought that getting 3 people together for a podcast was hard, I had no idea how bad it was going to be for 4. That being said, once again, thank you, and we'll see you in the next one, whenever that may be, and wherever that may be. Bye-bye. Goodbye.
See you in the face.
You can't just wave, Hallie. We're not recording our cameras.
I know. I realized I was doing it and then just kept doing it.
And to the people watching, the music you're listening to right now is made by me.